Good morning with everyone. So I'm Raul, and I think I've been talking with you, most of you, organizing some tours. I just take some of the groups, Wendy, Paul, I don't know, some of you guys, Marcy, Charlie. So you knew me a little bit more, when we take these some tours. And I'm 25 years old, and I came when I was 10 years old. So my youngest brother was 4. And yeah, they're my brothers, Roosevelt, Luis, and Ada. And I think we had a very good connection with them. Maybe in all of the family here we're like not more connected brothers. We are taking each other always, And I think in some parts of my life, I was like a kind of youngest brother, because even Roosevelt, he was worried about me. But then I just started doing good with my life, and then so I think now they know that I'm good, And no sé, ¿preguntas?
Yes, that's very nice. He's opening it up for questions. Your dream.
Oh, yes,
I've been working like an independent guide for almost 5-6 years, but I've been working in tourism for more than 6 years. But as a professional, I'm doing like 3 years. So in all this time of experience that I had, I really enjoy my job. I think that's the important thing for being happy, with your life. So I don't have like many skills like Ivan. I just enjoy my job, and that's it. I think maybe some kind of language skills, but it's not like music, this kind of things. I'm just kind of bored. I'm not too interesting, no. So I think like 2 years ago, I met one of the friends from Avish, Mickey and Angela. And we've been together for almost 2 weeks, doing some of the tours around the Sacred Valley in Machu Picchu, and they were a little bit bored, to see many people and many tourists in all of the sacred men, all of their local sites. So we were talking like in the lunch, and they told me I want to do something, authentic. And I joked them, and I told them, you should come with my grandma. And I think they really enjoyed that day to meet, the Quechua people,
She was here last night.
Yeah, she was here last night. I think some of you met her. And after that, I just was starting the improvement, this tour. At that time, I was still with my ex. We broke up like 2 months ago. So she helped me a lot also for, the person that I'm now. ¿Qué más? So then I just started doing some of the tours, like a rural tourism with my grandma, and giving, local produce and some of the food, and just walking around the village. And it's a kind of entrance of money for my village, Most of the people there, they're very poor, and sometimes they didn't even have food for their kids. So I just work with the local transport, and also with some of the local people, and I pay them. So yeah, that's what I want to do. And a couple of weeks ago, we went to Queros, and even for me that I come from a poor family, I think that in Queros I learned a lot, All the culture and tradition is really different. and it's like we are back like in 100 years ago. So I was thinking to. I think this kind of stuff is coming from many years ago, but I really want to help to community people. So I think that's my dream, to help my people, and I'm doing it in my village. But that's why I like to take the first aid course because I have to know. And I want to start working, in caros and helping them because I think they're more poor than my village. So I want to take some groups and maybe buy some clothes, food, and share with the community. Yeah. So yeah. ¿Alguna pregunta más?
Something I want to say, when Raul says, doesn't have as many talents as Ivan, but he has incredible different talents. Raul has an incredible heart. Many of the tourists that go with Raul, they comment to me, they say, this is like a young shaman. And I ask, what do you mean when you say that, no? Because now the word shaman has become very unshamanic. But Raul, when he works with his heart open. And one of his dreams too, he has a wonderful plan for developing work in his community, in tourism. And now after he went to Keros with Abishai and Ivan, yeah, he learned about the Quero community is one of the ancient Inca communities in our country. They are the last descendants of the Inca people, and they live behind the Ausangate mountain in very dire conditions. And after Raul saw that, is that he now also wants to work with that community and to help the community to develop. This is a community that in the past two schools were built by people that are not from Peru, but teachers don't like going there because it's very isolated in the highlands. And I have no doubt that Raul is going to help that community to grow and to become part of all this society without losing their values and their richness. Because sometimes too, it's good that our communities are so isolated because tourism changes everything. And all people that comes and they want to buy the people, and the values of our people get lost. So I am sure that the work that Raul is going to do is going to be very different. It's not about buying people with gifts and things. It's about teaching people to be sustainable and to know how to live on their own, to be free. And I know that Raul is going to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start building a domain, I hope this year or next year, in my village. So
Building a
domain, a house, like a for tourism. Yeah. And I don't know, I'm just thinking to support more women and kids, like a teenagers. Because I think ¿cómo se dice machismo? Yeah, it's still, there's a lot in part of the Peru, and it's more in the part of the south, like Cusco, Yeah, so that's why that I want to work with a professional chef, so we can teach them how to work.
professional chef?
Yeah.
Where are you going to find one?
But for now, we are not in the same path of it. At least once to travel, I think, to Europe, so when he comes back, we are working together.
So who here has been on trips with Raul? Raise your hand.
Me?
Wow! Anybody want to say one word about your experience of visiting the grandmother? Wow!
Take it away. You want to say
I
another one?
only had one.
One. But one sentence.
Mine is moving. It's moving.
Revealing, just to see the family is an integrated unit, and the culture as connected to the earth. It's just beautiful. Thank you.
Cool. Anybody wants to go on a tour with Raul? If you're staying in Peru for a little while, catch up with him. He might be available in the next week or two.
Maybe we can just get a group together so he doesn't have to go 17 times.
People like the private tour.
Abish, can I say something? I'm surprised, like how Raul changed it. Like he was my classmate, and I know kind of a bit more. About his things, but I can say that I'm really surprised on the way that he changed and on the way that he wanna give back to his community, and not just to his community, also to all the peoples that will meet him. And yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord.
No tenías que contar eso, Doris.
Raul
¿Eso
taught
no me ha
us-
dicho alguna pregunta?
No, it's okay. I just want to say Raul taught us the meaning of believing in possibility of transformation. He was the biggest troublemaker of the house.
For 4 years.
He was impossible. We kicked him out 4 times.
Yeah, I just want to finish my speech saying thank you, Viviana and Abish. No, I learned a lot from Abish. I think for living here in Peru, you are just if you want to work, it's just like employed something like this. But I just started to open my mind, and I created my own tours. And I think sometimes I don't have like a everyday work, but I earn more than working in a travel agency. But with my courses that I'm taking now, that I improve also with my language skills. So I'm going to work in maybe next month in a good agency, just to earn experience, and then just been focused on my way, because I just want to work with rural tourism. Just rural tourism. Yeah. And thank you to Viviana, she never gave up with me. I think I was outside from the house when I was 15, and all these years I was just, in my mind, lost in my mind, just focused, playing video games, something, just working and doing something else. But in all those years, she was always sending me a message, how are you doing, if you're okay, yeah. Till when I went to the army, I went to the army when I got 18, and then after 1 year, because I think the first year it was okay, and I realized, I think that moment changed my life, and I realized that I want to be in a good man. So when I decided to retire from the army, because they didn't, But the government doesn't want. Yeah. But I decided to retire. But the government, they don't want to. So Viviana doesn't know. In that time that I escaped from the army, I think it was like 3 years after, or 2 years. So I talked to her and she told me that I'm going to support with your studies, and I started studying. And then after 2 or 3 years, I think we fixed it about my problems with the government, because I can't go, like to the clubs or something like this, to dance and everything, because I can go to the jail, right? And
He changes her to everything.
yeah, and then I think nobody. I think in that time for 1 year, I told to women that I was just working and something like this, but no one knows what I was doing all this year. Even my family, I think even my brothers, they know.
Keeping a low profile.
So yeah, I think after that I just started changing my life.
It was great when he decided to skip the army, because the army should not exist. And so when I learned Raul escaped from the army, instead of saying, "Oh, why you did that?" I said, "Wow, that was great." So we worked together, no? To fix all the threats from the army and the government. And so now Raul is an amazing guy.
But when I was in the army, I realized that I was not a big troublemaker. There was something worse than me. I think I was the most innocent guy inside. I didn't, at that time I didn't drink nothing of alcohol, not marijuana, not drugs. And so when I went inside, there's a lot of people that were older than me. I was the youngest one, and yeah, they were with with really difficult things. I think that they were coming, they were, let's say, were using cocaine, marijuana, a lot of them. So that's why that I decided to escape after 1 year. And yeah, I think, but in all those years I met better people putting me in the correct path.
Okay, Raul, thank you.
Thank you.